everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new indie brands review video. I've done a couple of these in the past. I'll link them down below. But basically, I'm just going to be reviewing a few items from indie brands here. So for today's video, I have 3 different things to focus on. One is going to be this set from Divina Cosmetics. This is called the Pink Icing set. So I'm going to be reviewing the shadows and highlighters in here. I also have lashes from Nikkia Joy Cosmetics that I'm super excited to talk about. And then I'm also going to be talking about some brushes from the brand Stilazzi. So those are the 3 items that I'm going to be reviewing today in my indie brand reviews video. So we got a lot to talk about, so let me go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so first up I want to talk about this set from Divina Cosmetics. So this is from the Harmony collection, and it is the Pink Icing set. You can buy this set for $69.95. It comes with 12 different eyeshadows, a combination of matte and shimmer, and it's more of the monochromatic purple pink theme. And then it also does have 2 highlighters in here as well. Now I did just notice that the collection has gone out of stock, which I've been wearing it pretty frequently and linking it in my description box, and I haven't seen it go out of stock until today. So I don't know if I just didn't notice it and it's been out of stock, or if it truly just went out of stock. But they do have a notice on the website that says notify me when it comes back, and you can put your email address in. So I believe that the set will be coming back. So I didn't want to just scratch it from the video because I've been wearing it so much lately and I really wanted to give my thoughts on it. So Divina Cosmetics, you can find them available on their website. I will have it linked down below. Once I started trying out Divina Cosmetics, I was instantly super impressed. I featured them in a past indie brands review video as well. I had great things to say about their eyeshadows, and I was really excited that Divina Cosmetics saw that video and reached out to me, asked if they could send me this, and they also did ask if I would like to be an affiliate with them, which I was so excited about. So I said yes, and they sent this over, which is awesome. And they also gave me a code, which is just Samantha, and you can use that code on their website for some money off. I feel really good about it because I had already tried their eyeshadows. I already knew that I enjoyed them. I was already recommending them, and then they asked if I wanted to join their program, and I was super excited to say yes. So that will also be in the description box down below. A huge thank you to Divina Cosmetics for reaching out to me. That was a really exciting email to get, and I appreciate it so much. I actually did hear about Divina Cosmetics at first from my friend Angelica, who was featuring them a lot, and she actually sent me some. Like, she sent me such a nice package with some of the eyeshadows in there, and that was when I was first getting to try the Divina Cosmetics shadow. So a big ol' thank you to Angelica. That was seriously so sweet, and I'm so excited to find a new brand that I absolutely love. So I'll of course have her channel linked down below. But these are what we were talking about today. It is of course what I have on my eyes right now. I'll do some close-up swatches of all the eyeshadows here, and then like I said, it also does come with these 2 highlighters. Really feeling on the color scheme in here. I popped everything into, they sent along this little magnetic palette for me as well, so I popped them all in here. And I mean, I just filmed my Will I Buy It video for that went up yesterday. I filmed that for yesterday as well, and I was talking about the purple palette, the Norvina palette from ABH, and I was saying how much I'm so into purple and pinks right now. You've been seeing a lot of purple and pink looks. I have purple and pink on today. That was not even planned. That was not even planned. So I was really excited when I saw this. I love that they're shimmers. I love that they're mattes, and I've been really overall very impressed with these. I will say the mattes in here, so good, so good. There was a look that I was wearing, I can't remember for sure what video. Oh no, it was in 2 different videos. It was like my June lip picks and whatever video went up before my June lip picks. I was wearing the same eyeshadows in one. I just added like a little bit of glitter and changed my lip color for one of the videos. It was these 2 purple shadows right here. They were all I had on my eyes, and I thought it was such a pretty look. They're super pigmented. They're also really easy to blend, and I'm super happy with the mattes. Overall, for the shimmers, I also think that they are very, very nice quality. I will say for some of them, they're a little bit harder to work with. I would definitely suggest getting your brush damp before applying them, because I do notice a lot of fallout, and it's like, especially with these very lighter shades. This one right here is what I have on my eyes today, and it's like in the center of my eye, and that one I struggled with quite a bit. That one is called Icing. I was getting a lot of it on my face, and I was finding myself having trouble building it up. This one here on the end, which is called Cali, that was another one that when I wore it one day, I was having just a little bit of issues with it. So I noticed just some of these later ones that I put on the top here, those ones gave me just a little bit of issue. I will also say the black one is it was hard for me to use. Now, I'm not great with black shadows anyways. I very rarely go for a black unless I'm like feeling really adventurous. That one I did notice I got a lot of fallout and it was a little bit crumbly as well, but that's okay for me because I'm not gonna reach for it a ton. But especially like these three shimmers right here, and even this one, it's kind of more of like a, almost like a peachy pink shimmer. Those ones I had zero issues with, so overall, I was really happy with these. I'll say that I really enjoyed the mattes, and for the majority of the shimmers, I also really enjoyed. Now, the highlights down here, these are not my favorite highlights. Both of them came out pretty glittery on my face and kind of would fall onto my face. So once again, I would suggest using a damp brush to try to make sure that you're getting the highlight where you want it and that it's not falling onto the rest of your face. Especially because with eyeshadows, it's not as bad when I deal with fallout, because a lot of times I do my eyes first and then I can wipe anything away and then do my face. But with highlight, that's one of the very last steps that I do. So I can't really be like wiping my face, if that makes sense. So I've tried both the highlights on my cheeks. It is not what I have on my cheeks right now because again, they're just not my absolute favorite highlights. They're very pretty and they're very blinding once you get them on. But because they're glittery and because they do move around quite a bit, they're just not my absolute favorite and I don't feel 100% confident with them. So before I hop into swatches and I'm kind of going more into depth about each of the individuals here, I'll say that this collection for me personally was a little bit of a hit or miss. The mattes were better to me. I wish more of the shimmers would have like knocked it out for me, but the majority of them do as well. The other shade that I have on my eyes is this pink one, which is called Gemma. It is the second one in my second row right here. That's what I have on the outer and inner parts of my eye. That one is more of like it's not like a shimmer, it's more of like a sheen. Same with the one next to it. And those are really, really pretty. I really like how those perform. So I'm having a good time with those. So majority wise, if I'm just looking at the eyeshadows, everything is pretty darn good. I mean, it's kind of similar to buying an eyeshadow palette that just not every shade completely knocked it out for me, but the majority of them did. The downfall for me was definitely the highlights. I was really excited about these. When I swatched them, I was really excited about them. I wish I would have enjoyed them for my face more. If you don't mind more of a glittery highlight, then I don't think that you would mind it, but it's just not my particular style. And again, it just kind of moved around a little bit too much on my face, which I didn't love. So a bit of a hit or a miss collection for me, but hopefully some of the things that I'm saying, you know, if you'll know right away that's something, you know, that maybe bothers me that doesn't bother you, it could definitely still work for you. But overall, I still do like it. I will definitely be reaching for these eyeshadows. It's still more even after my review was done because I really like them, especially those mattes are just so nice and I really like the color combinations. So that's what I think about the Divina Cosmetics shadows, and let's hop into some swatches here. First one here that we have is Icing, which again is on my lid today. So this one it's very shimmery. It's kind of more of like almost like a white silver style of shimmer. Again, I just got a lot of fallout with that one and I really had to work with it, but it is pretty once you kind of get to your end result. The second one here I have is Faye, and again, this one is also pretty shimmery. It is a little bit similar to me to Icing, where it's just kind of lighter and you kind of have to really do build it up, but it is pretty. The next one here, the third one, is called Corey. This one kind of is a little bit more of like a peachy salmony. This shimmer I really liked. I thought it was very nice. I didn't kind of have to work as hard as I did with those other lighter shades, and that one I think is really beautiful. The next one we have is Callie. This one kind of reminds me of like that bubblegum pink shimmer. I think it is so just like kind of girly and feminine, a little bit more on the sheer side. So again, I would recommend using a damp brush with it, but I do like the final outcome of it. So the next one we have here is Jory, I believe it is pronounced as. This one is another really beautiful pink. It's more darker. It's not quite as difficult to work with, and that one is really beautiful. The next one that we have here is called Gemma, and that is what is on my eyes today, my inner and outer corners. Again, it's kind of more of like that satin than just like a lot of shimmer to it, but it's so beautiful. I had a great time working with that one today, and I thought it was really pretty. The next one we have is Janae. This one is more of like the pink red. Again, more similar in formula to Gemma, and I think that one is really beautiful as well and quite easy to work with. And then we get into the mattes. So the first matte that I have here is Nora. This one is more of like that cool toned purple, kind of more of like the lighter purple with like a hint of pink in it. That one is really beautiful as well. I've put that all over the lid, and again, the mattes I find really impressive in here, and I really did enjoy that one. Okay, so moving down the road, this next one here is called Jacques. It's another matte purple. This one is, once again, it's just really pretty. I really enjoy these matte purples. If like matte purple is your thing and that's what you're looking for, I think that you would really enjoy this collection here. The next one we have is Minna, and this one we're getting more into like a bit of like a darker purple. This one almost kind of has like a hint of mauve to it. Again, really quite beautiful. The next two really stole the show for me though. This one here is Kaya, and I mean, this is just bright. It is vivid purple. I don't know how to describe this because, you know, immediately I want to say, oh, it's really pigmented. It is more than that. It's just bright. It's vivid. You don't need to work with it a lot. It shows up and it is so pretty. The next one again is called Remy, and again, same thing with the one prior. These are the two mattes that I put all over my eyelids, and I absolutely loved the look that I got out. This one is more of kind of like that blue purple to it, but it's electric and it is so beautiful. And then the last one we have here is the black, which is called Karma. Again, if you can kind of see from my swatch there, it's not the best black that I've ever worked with. It's not the easiest black. It is a bit crumbly, but if you are someone who really enjoys having black in your collections or in your palettes, then you might be happy that that one is in there. But those are all of the swatches of the eyeshadows that come in the Divina Cosmetics set. So these are swatches of the two highlights. So the one on top is called Paradise, and the one on bottom is called Queen. So Paradise kind of reminds me a little bit of Icing. It's more of that kind of like silver, like white silver highlight, and then Queen on the bottom has a pink shift to it. I did kind of have to build up the swatches a little bit so you'd be able to see them. I do have my ring light on, but I don't know if you'd be able to tell that they just kind of swatch a little bit more sheer. Again, I feel like you have to build them up and that they're just a little bit more on the glittery side, so they're not my absolute favorite highlight. I like both of the tones in here. I like kind of the color selection that they had for the highlights. I just wish I liked the actual formula of these a little bit better. Alrighty, so those are the swatches of all the eyeshadows and highlights in this collection. Overall, would I still recommend the collection? I would, as long as this is something, obviously like a color scheme that you are looking for, or maybe you are wanting to have in your collection. I still like it, and I'm still gonna use the majority of these eyeshadows quite a bit. The highlighters were just, I'm just so bummed about those highlights, but I am kind of particular about my highlights, so I do have to be truthful when I say that. But overall, I still do really like this. Some things that I've noticed about some of the comments coming in on the new ABH palette is that there aren't enough matte purples, and if like matte purples is what is missing from your collection, you get a lot. You get a pretty good shade range of those matte purples, and again, I'm so impressed with all of those, so that's something to think about as well. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this one. I'm not completely blown away. It is more expensive as well, you know, that's something to keep in mind, that this is going to be pricier purchasing it as the full collection. But that's kind of my reviews and thoughts on this one from Divina Cosmetics. Again, I'll have it linked down below. Hopefully it will be coming back in stock soon if anyone is interested in picking it up. So next up, I want to talk about some of my favorite things, and that is eyelashes. Oh my goodness. I was so excited when I got an email from Nikkia Joy Cosmetics saying they wanted to send me over some of the lashes, and when a huge package arrived like this, I was like, I thought they were going to send me like 2 pairs or something. They sent me so many lashes, and I am so excited about this. If you're not familiar with Nikkia Joy, she is an Australian YouTuber. She started Nikkia Joy Cosmetics, and right now they have lashes out. They have a huge variety. There is so many different styles in there. There's different collections in there. There's a pretty wide range of prices in there. I've seen $8 up to like $22, so it's just going to depend on what type of lashes you're looking for, what style of lashes you're looking for, etc. But I'll definitely have the website listed down below. So I have been trying these out for quite some time. You've seen me wearing them in videos. You've seen me putting them on in like trying out makeup style videos. I've been wearing these lashes, and I am just so impressed. I have the style on today in Charlotte, which is probably one of my favorite lashes that I've tried. I, of course, have not tried all of these lashes because that would just be insane to have that many open lashes. But for Charlotte, I have probably reused these already either 4 or 5 times, and I'm having no issues with reusing them. Just making sure the adhesive is off the band, and I've been having a great time being able to pop them back on. So I've been really impressed with these. So I'll go through some of my favorite styles in here, but I will say that I've tried, you know, quite a few from the collection, and there hasn't been a pair that I've had an issue with. There hasn't been a pair, like I've had times where I have trimmed my lashes and the lashes start to like fall off the band. I've had lashes where I tried to reuse them and they really aren't able to be reused. They're kind of like disintegrating before my eyes, and I'm like, I only put you on twice. Why is this happening? I've been having a great experience with the Nikkia Joy Cosmetics. One thing that I noticed too from the website that I thought was interesting is it says they're kind of geared towards people with sensitive eyes, which is me. It says they have a really comfortable, flexible cotton band that is supposed to work well for people with sensitive eyes like Nikkia Joy, and I thought that was really cool. So if you are someone who has maybe struggled with lashes, putting them on, wearing them for a long time because of your sensitive eyes, these could be good to try. Like I said, there is so many different styles in there, from more dramatic into, they have a collection which is called their, let me show you, the natural set. I've worn a pair out of the natural set, and yes, they are so natural. It truly, to me, looked like I wasn't wearing fake lashes because it wasn't anything va-va-voom. It wasn't anything too full. It wasn't anything too long. These were the only ones that I had almost like the smallest bit of trouble trying to put on, and it's because they're so like small and natural. I am not used to something like that I was kind of like, well, this is different. But if that's kind of more your style as well, maybe you work somewhere but you still want to wear lashes but you can't get away with, you know, crazy voluminous ones in an office setting, this natural, why do I keep forgetting what it is? The natural set, I want to call it the pack. The natural set could be a really good option for you. But yes, overall, I've been so impressed with them. So like I said, I do have the Charlotte lashes on today. I think that these are beautiful. Another pair that I would highly recommend that I've been wearing a ton is the Selena lashes. They're kind of difficult to show, but these are the Selena lashes. They remind me a lot of the Charlotte lashes that I have on right now. The Charlotte lashes are almost just like a little bit smaller and not quite as full, I would say, as the Selena lashes, but I've really been enjoying these as well. Really like the case on the ones that came with Charlotte and Selena. Like, this is a really legit eyelash case, and it's really quite handy too, so I thought that was pretty impressive on those styles. I realized that once I got done talking about Divina Cosmetics, I just jumped right into the lashes, and I still had all the swatches on my arm, and I realized it and was like, well, you should have probably washed those off. So okay, we're back and we are swatch free. But another set that I've tried a couple different of the lashes out of, ooh, there's one lash that's like flipped up away. Okay, so I've tried some out of the volume set because this one just kind of like really spoke to me. That's what I really like in my lashes. And again, I've really liked the ones in here. I noticed as I got towards more of like the fuller section, so it's the second to the last pair that I've tried, the band is a little bit thicker on those. Kind of everything else that I've tried maybe hasn't been quite as voluminous as that one, and the bands seem to be a little bit more lightweight, so I noticed that on this set, but I still really liked that set in particular. So if you like really full voluminous lashes, this could be a set that you like. But once again, I mean, it's totally impossible for me to try all of these lashes, and because I do reuse lashes and these are able to be reused, it's just kind of silly to open up so many. But I definitely wanted to come on and just give my feedback with trying out my first couple pairs of lashes from Nikkia Joy Cosmetics, and I have to say that I'm very impressed. I would recommend them. Like, two of my absolute favorite styles are the Charlotte and the Selena. I keep wearing them over and over, but I think these packs as well could be really good values too if there's a pack in there that you think would really speak to you. And again, the prices just kind of vary over what style you want, the collections that you want, if you want the single lashes or the sets of the lashes, etc. But so far, I'm really happy with these. Has anybody tried Nikkia Joy Cosmetics? What are your favorite style of lashes? What would you recommend? A huge thank you to them for sending me this package because I love lashes. I will be continuing to wear these and try these out. I can shout out future styles that I love if you would be interested, but yeah, I'm really happy that I enjoy these. The last thing that I want to talk about are some makeup brushes, and this is from Stilazzi. So I have been trying out Stilazzi for a while now. I think the brushes were the the brushes, the first thing that I got from them, I also recently used one of their blush palettes in my latest, I think it was my latest Get Ready With Me that I can link down below. And I really wanted to review the brushes, so I've been trying them out. I did clean them all for this video, and then I kind of had to push it back, and then I kept using the brushes, so some of them you'll see are a little bit dirty, but I still did want to chat about these. Now they have two different brush collections, and they're also available on their website. So they have the Artisan Luxe brushes, which are natural brushes, and then they also have the Studio series, which are synthetic brushes. The Artisan Luxe looks to be just a little bit pricier than the Studio series, but I've been trying out both the face and the eye brushes, and I will say that I am preferring the eye brushes. I did like this one here. This is the Kabuki Flat Face, the S409. I liked this one for foundation, but I don't like it more than my Sigma F80. Some of them, depending on what line you get, can be a little bit more affordable, but I think with the face brushes, I'm not feeling like the quality is really quite up there, but at the same time, you're also not paying really expensive prices, so that can be a good thing too. These I think would be good like beginner brushes as well. If you're starting to build up your brush collection and maybe trying to see what brushes you prefer for which makeup tasks that you're doing, I think that these could be a good option because they're still nice. They're just, I can't say that they're like my favorite, but the eye brushes are what have been really impressing me. So they definitely have a nice variety in their brushes from more of the blending brushes. I really liked this one here, the L215, which is the crease blender. It's just a nice fluffy blending brush. I enjoyed this one. You know, they have the flat shader brushes like this one here that I've clearly used, which is called the Color Blend. This is the L211. I really was liking this one as well. And then this is another flat shader that they have, the Shadow Fluff, the L213. I've also been reaching for this one quite a bit as well to pack shadows all over the lid. This one kind of reminds me of the Sigma E45, except it's a little bit bigger, and I actually quite like that. This is the Large Pointed Crease, the L218. I've really been liking this one for kind of more detailed crease work as well. They also have a nice concealer brush. This is the Flat Concealer S500. I've been using this one to cut the crease, if you can't tell, because it's full of concealer. I'm sorry, I clean my brushes, okay? I clean them and then I start using them again. And they also have, even this one too is really one that I've been liking. This is the Small Shadow, the L221, and I've been using this to kind of pack on those shimmer colors, and I've been really liking that. So if you are interested in purchasing the brushes, I am really digging on the eye brushes first, and those are some of my favorites that I mentioned to you. And for the face brushes, they're still decent. They're not like they're not like bad quality or anything like that. It's just, I would be lying if I said that they were an absolute favorite. But again, if you're looking to build up your collection or start your collection, I think that these could be a good option for you for the price point that they offer. So that's kind of my thoughts on the Stilazzi brushes. I've been really excited to be trying them out. I was really excited when they reached out to me and that they've been sending me some more of their products. It's really cool to see the new things that they're coming out with, and I'm excited to see what they're going to be putting out with next. I definitely see myself continually reaching for these eye brushes, and so I will have Stilazzi's website listed down below. They also did give me an affiliate code, which I thought was super cool. I think it was after they saw me featured their blush books the other day. They reached out and asked me if I'd be interested in having a code with them, and I already had my review ready to go on this one, so I was really excited to say yes to that. So again, that one is just Samantha. Try to make it as easy as possible across the different sites, but you can also receive some money off. So if you want to be trying out brushes, you could save even more money on the Stilazzi website if you wanted to use that code. It is an affiliate code, so no big deal if you don't want to, but I'm pretty happy with these. And after the brushes, that is going to be my final review for today's indie brand reviews video. Alright guys, so that is everything for today's video, touching on some indie brands and giving some reviews on a few of their products. Everything will be listed down below. I hope that you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful in some way. Let me know if you've tried any of the brands or any of the specific products that I mentioned from these brands, or if there's anything that you're interested in trying out. I would love to know. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this video or you found it helpful in some way, I hope that you'll give this one a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.